gauge what your personal style is, how to identify it, how to recognize what you like aside from what the trends are, aside from what TikTok's telling you to buy. But we've all moved on from what the trends were last year and I can't keep up. If you kind of tap into what your personal style is and there's nothing external to keep up on because you just are dressing for yourself. This video is essentially about how can I build almost a capsule wardrobe of my personal style. I do want to say there are one or two ways of building a personal style. Either you could do what I just said, like building a capsule wardrobe and making it like an everyday uniform type of thing, which is basically what I do. Then there's also making it an occasional thing where only certain items of your wardrobe are like really standout pieces that are like the most confident and best version of yourself, and then the rest of your wardrobe is like kind of bits of your personal style but a little bit more toned down version. Either one works, like honestly either one works, but I'll go through them both individually. So for example, for myself, my wardrobe is basically just filled with streetwear, and I love streetwear. I basically been building up my wardrobe over the last year. Like last summer I sold and gave away almost my entire wardrobe because I was like, this is all stuff from when I was like at school and it in no way reflects who I am now, and I wanted to be that person where no matter where I was going or what I was doing, whatever I grabbed at that time, even if it was a tracksuit or if it was linen like trousers, like something easy, something light and simple, it would be me, and it would have quality and it would look good. I remember saying to myself and saying to my friends, no matter what I grab, I want to look good. Even if it is like a bummy fit, I want to be able to put on a tracksuit and be able to pair it with some accessories and just dress it up. And that is kind of like the wardrobe that I have created, and I'm actually very, very proud of. But now that I'm kind of transitioning into a more feminine style, I have to take the items that I've bought and the streetwear stuff that I have and somehow feminize them. So I think like talking about personal style is a really good way to, almost as a side note, talk about gatekeeping. I am now an advocate for gatekeeping, not because I'm particularly stingy and don't want to tell people where I get things, but when I, for example, when I look at Colleen Diaz, who is the queen at like mixing streetwear and feminine fashion, I absolutely look to her for inspiration, but no longer, when she like tags the brands, I'm no longer like, okay cool, I'm gonna get that Caperni thing or that, I don't know, Issey Miyake top. To be fair, I will probably still get the Issey Miyake top, but when it comes to like, I don't know, shoes and accessories or like even jeans, I'm thinking, okay, I don't want to get the exact same outfit as her because then I'm mimicking her, and I'm not trying to be her, I'm trying to be me. I'm trying to be this version of myself that is very similar to what she's emulating but not her. I don't want to be her, and as much as I love what she's doing, I'm my own person, I have my own qualities and I want to reflect that in my clothes. And so I'm going to take inspiration from what she's wearing, and rather than wearing heels with it, I might wear flats with it because I don't really like heels. So I'm not trying to mimic a person, I'm just trying to take inspiration from a person. So gatekeeping is basically a way of looking at what you like and acknowledging what you like and recognizing that and thinking, okay cool, how can I make this my own? Aside from when it comes to things for like logo stuff, obviously I don't really need to gatekeep that, you can see where it's from. But if it comes to like a cute little blouse, it's like, yeah, the blouse is really, really cute. You can go on Vinted and find something very, very similar that will suit you and your aura much better than this one would. So it's kind of that sort of vibe. So I made some notes so that I wouldn't like waffle on how to develop and construct this personal style. And like what I just said about what I do with Colleen Diaz, go on Pinterest, go on Instagram, go on TikTok, find the people or the style that you're most drawn to, or what you feel like, oh, do you know what, if I wore that, even if though it's completely different to what I wear right now, if I wore that, I'd feel 1,000 times more confident stepping outside than I do right now. Obviously at first it might be a little bit daunting because it's out of your comfort zone, but as soon as you start thinking like, I look good and I know I look good, you're just gonna feel so much better about yourself. And even if it takes adjusting an outfit that you have taken inspiration from so that it suits you and your comfortability kind of levels more, then that's absolutely fine. Adjust it as much as you want, but it feels so good leaving your house knowing I look good. It just brightens up your day knowing that like, I look my best, I feel my best. And I don't know, it just allows you to start every day like, okay, cool, I'm starting this day off on the right foot. I don't know, maybe that's just me and my delusions. The second note that I have is about dressing for your body type. So when it comes to confidence, because I genuinely feel like this is all about confidence, this is all about making yourself feel like the best version of yourself that you can feel. So when it comes to this point, it really is all about enhancing the natural assets that you have. And it is important to recognise that some things will look better on some body types than they look on others, and that's just the way of life, and we're all different for a reason. And that's just how we were made, and that's great. I'm glad that we're all different. It means that we can all do different things and not all look the same, hence why the whole like trends as a whole just doesn't really make much sense to me, because why would we all look the same when none of us are the same? But anyway, it doesn't necessarily mean that one body type is going to look bad in something, but it is important to recognise that, for example, if you're buying something on a website and it looks a certain, like something that you're buying looks a certain way on a model, it's important to note that I don't look like this model. If you don't look like this model, it's important to recognise I don't look like this model, therefore the clothes won't look like that on me. I make this mistake all the time. I literally made this mistake last week, because I bought a pair of capris, like 3/4 length trousers on Vinted, and they were Peachy Den capris, like brand new, and I'd seen them on Peachy Den before, and I remember thinking to myself, I need these. As soon as I can get them, I'm getting them. I saw them on the model, and all you think when you see them on the model is like, this is elegant, this is sophisticated, like this looks good. And so when I got them and I put them on, I was like, I think the model was a size 6 and I'm a size 8, but I'm also a lot thicker than the model. Not that I'm thick, but I'm East African, so like, gotta bear that in mind. And when I put them on, I was like, oh, like, and I'm used to wearing baggy stuff, and capris are very tight, but I didn't really think about that when I was buying them, because on the model it's just like, oh, this just looks like 3/4 length trousers. Like, I'm not thinking, my mind isn't going anywhere else. But I know you have to be realistic about what you look like, and I know that if I walked down the street with those capris on in South London, I just wouldn't feel comfortable doing that, because the way they cling to my body is very different to how they cling to hers. And yeah, so not to say that I'm not going to wear them, because I bought them now, I have to wear them at some point, but I'm going to be really careful about where I wear them. For example, when I was at school, I was the only black girl in my year, and when we played netball, we'd all wear these like Nike Pro shorts, and obviously if you know Nike Pro shorts, they're like skin tight short shorts, and everyone on the team was wearing them, but I was the thickest girl on the team basically, and I got pulled to the side by our teacher, our coach, and she said, Safia, I'm really sorry, but you can't wear those because they look, because she literally, I remember word for word, this was in like year 10 I want to say, so I was like 14, 15. I remember her saying, it looks a certain way on you and it looks a certain way on them, and on you, she was essentially saying it looks a lot more sexualized, like I will be a lot more sexualized if I wear them compared to someone else. And that was the first time I had to be really realistic about, like, oh yeah, like, even though they're exactly the same, it's exactly the same piece of fabric, but it looks different on my body compared to hers. And it's not to say it looks bad on mine, but I don't want to be sexualized, and I have to be mindful of that, so I have to wear something different. Is it fair? No. But is it life? Yeah. So the third point on my list is about colour theory, and obviously I'm not like a professional in like how or what colours you should put on what skin tone, but as we know, different colours look better or worse on different skin tones. And for example, I think it's if you have like green veins, like or greener veins, then you would look better in warmer colours. And if you have blue veins, you'll look better in cooler colours. And if you have a mixture of both, then you're more of a neutral tone kind of person. I kind of have both, so I like to mix and match with cool and warm tones. It'd be good if your personal style reflected colours that most suited you and your skin tone. There are certain skin tones, especially on black and brown skin, that completely wash us out, and then if you change the tone and the shade of that same colour, it would make our skin pop and it'll make us look really vibrant. So that is definitely a really important kind of note to take. Last point that I'm going to make before my camera dies is about accessorizing. Accessories have the ability to make your wardrobe so much more versatile than you think. With a tracksuit, for example, I've worn a tracksuit to quite like a nice cute little dinner because I've added like gold kind of accents to it through my accessories and through like having nice bags paired with it. It honestly dresses up your outfit so much, and you don't need to buy new clothes. It is very cost effective just to have a few nice, doesn't need to be over the top, can be quite simple accessories that just kind of make everything a bit more elegant. Also, obviously, in following the personal style, having one particular piece of jewellery that you rewear with every outfit can also kind of make it like your signature jewellery. So for example, I have these two necklaces I'm always basically wearing. Like this silver one my grandma gave me when I was 16 and I've never taken it off. And then I got this gold necklace over Christmas time at like a Hey Harper event. Literally don't take it off. If you look at my Instagram, every single picture, I'm wearing these two necklaces. So it can kind of add to the whole personalised feel of your outfits. Last point, I really hope my camera doesn't die. The last point I want to make is about hair and nails. It still ties in with accessories because I still think it's like accessorizing your outfits, it's enhancing your outfits. I like to manicure my nails and get French tips every month because even when I'm wearing an outfit like a tracksuit, it just makes me look more put together. Right now I need to get an infill before I go away, but getting like a nice, elegant, clean French tip, like it's actually undefeated because no matter what you're wearing, it makes you look and feel so much more put together. With hair does everything for an outfit. You're not a hijabi and so you're wearing like your hair out, making sure that your hair does, because honestly hair makes or breaks it. Like if you have kind of I don't want to say unkempt, but if you have like unwashed, unkempt hair but a really nice outfit on, all I'm focused on is this section of your body, which is why I like whenever I wash my hair and I like do this to it, this is a start like curling my hair. I wash my hair once every 2 weeks and this lasts me 2 weeks, and it's such like I haven't even brushed my hair. I haven't even brushed my hair today, and like I put it in like a bun when I go to sleep and then I take it out the bun and then this is what happens. It's low maintenance, don't need to think about it for 2 weeks at a time. Like it kind of like helps frame my face. Like again, personal thing, this hairstyle might not work for every person, but I feel like it works for me and my face and my features. So yeah, it is important to kind of take these things into account. But yeah, camera just died, I'm so upset. I am going to be making more videos like this where like I kind of talk about how to improve your personal style. I might make it into a series and just like how to elevate what you already have. If you want to get new pieces, what pieces you should look for. If you want to get a capsule wardrobe, what you should look for. I've got a lot to say on it anyway, and I've done it myself as well, so I might as well share the knowledge that I've kind of gained over the last year of me building my capsule wardrobe. So yeah, that is the tea. But please, if you like this sort of content and you want to see more, I'd love for you to subscribe and like this video. It would help me a lot. And if not, I'm really sorry about that. I will try to do better. But yeah,